I am Stace, and you are in the right spot. That if you've got a wee little one at home, or maybe it's yourself, that absolutely loves smoothies. I know I do for Brekkie. They are an absolute treat, and if you're playing along at home, I often make them up the night before, and I put them in the fridge, in the cups that my kids are going to drink them in. So then when they wake up and they're like, "Mama, I want something to eat," I can quickly go to the fridge and go, "Here's your smoothie." I'm back to bed. Try that one. But anywho, if you've got a favorite smoothie, then I want to show you how you can add some really simple ingredients. Cue this just over here. It's so simple to pump up the protein. That's the stuff that's going to keep you full, and turn it into a brekkie bowl. You know, just so it feels like it's a bit more substantial, you know, like it's a bit more of a meal. It is so simple, and all you need is one of these guys. You need a food processor, and you need your favorite ingredients to make it. So grab your food processor, and in the bottom, you want to make up a, just like a little nut, like a nut butter. So you could, if you want to do this simpler, and you know now you're in Stace's world, I'm all about real food, real easy, and I want to make this as easy as it can be. So you could absolutely just put in a spoonful or two of a nut butter. I'm talking almond meal, I'm talking peanut butter. But for me, this one here, and why it's so pale in colour, is simply just a cashew butter. How did I make it? I put half a cup of cashews straight in this blender. Food processor, whatever you got, whack it in and turn it on until it gives you that kind of paste crumb. It might end up being like even more crummy like. That's cool. Don't worry. You're making like a brekkie bowl. It doesn't matter. It will be absolutely fine. You just want to process that. And the next thing that you're going to add in, and again, this is just emulating my favorite smoothie, and for me, it's a mango smoothie. I love mango smoothies, and I hope you caught my recipe, and I'll link it up here in the description, where I made a mango lassi, which is basically just a gorgeous probiotic rich mango smoothie. I love making it. And this one isn't too dissimilar, because I want to get the good guys in. It's with this. This is a homemade coconut yogurt. I show you how to make this yourself for about 1/10 of the price that you pay it for it in my fermenting course. Again, in the description, I'll link up a link to jump on the wait list for that, because if you've literally got some of this and a few cans of coconut cream, you've made coconut yogurt. The reason I love using this too is it's very thick. So it's going to make your smoothie bowl, your brekkie bowl, your nice ice cream, whatever the heck you want to call it, it will make it thicker. So just whack it in. I've done half a cup. So half a cup of my nuts blended up, which was probably about 2 tablespoons of a nut paste, peanut butter, you know, whatever one you want to use. Half a cup of coconut yogurt. If you love dairy, use yogurt. I'd say okay, no problem. And the next thing I'm using is 2, and what do you reckon? Is that a heaped cup? Do you like to measure like me? Leave me a thumbs up. I really hope that I'm not alone. I'm kind of like, yeah, that's 2 cups, right? Yeah, that's about right. This is frozen, which is going to give it such a lovely taste. Switch in berries, bananas that you've frozen yourself because you've been able to pick them up from the store on sale, and you just peel them and chop them into little rounds. Do whatever it is you want to do. The next things that you can add in, and I'm not going to today, but you can, is I like to add in like a spoonful of collagen. It is incredible at healing my gut. It's incredible for getting my skin to shine, from my fingernails, from my joints. I love it. Whack that in there. You might want to sweeten it a bit. We'll go with the real stuff. Put in some maple or put in some honey. Whack that in now. You might want some vanilla to smooth out the taste. Do that now. Anything extra you want to add, whack in. Do that in this spot rather than sprinkling it on top. Okay, now we're just going to blend it. And you'll see here, see now it's really chunky. This isn't what you want, but I like getting it to this part, and because I want to make sure that all of that cashew butter, or any of your nut butter that you're using, is mixed in, I just like to go around and just make sure it's off the sides. All right, let's blend it in, eh? So, like, when I make this for my kids for breakfast, they're like, let's make that breakfast. It is their very, very favourite thing. So, if you wanted to, have a bit of fun, I reckon this brekkie could be it. Ooh, look at that baby! Can you see how delicious and creamy that is? Oh my gosh. All right, now let me show you how you can top this and make it absolutely drool worthy. So I grab it just in a bowl, just like this. Come on in a bit tighter here. You gotta see what I'm doing. Okay. Just, always feels so good when you can pluck it out just like that. Oh my gosh. Gotta make sure it tastes good, right? It was like, honestly, it will blow your mind. And if you are trying, to get in those great bugs into your babes and boost their immune system, honestly, this is one of the very, very best spots to do it. You could switch out, and I'm just going to start dressing it because I want to show you a few ideas. You could switch out, I've used coconut yogurt, yes, you could use a dairy yogurt, but you could also use a kefir. So you can choose what you want it to be, but for me, I love adding in that homemade coconut yogurt because of the thickness of it, that it just makes this like so ice cream like. Okay, I've just done one of those little fancy zigzag. Always looks a little bit better when it's like that, isn't it? Strawberries, cut up a few blueberries and keep a few whole. For my babes, we often, and I'd love to give you this idea because I hope that this motivates you to give this one a go tomorrow. And if you do make it, oh my God, you got to make sure that you scoot over to my Facebook or my Instagram channels. I'm Stacey Claire there, and share a photo with me because I want to know, what fruit that you've used to make this. But often I like to put this stuff on the table and let the kids do it. There's something so empowering, isn't there, about being able to serve yourself. And it's really cool for them to see, what kind of fruits that they're going to choose. You could absolutely just do this with nuts and seeds. Like if that's what you'd like to do, you can add in some extra like dried fruits. I know I was talking with a girlfriend last night and she's like, Stace, do this recipe, because I have shared this nice cream recipe a lot on my social channels and she makes it all the time for her kids. And she said, oh, Stace, I love doing it with cacao nibs and I like doing it with like coconut chips as well. And she said, I literally just get the kids to grab all of those bits out of the pantry and I make this up and then I put it on the table and I walk away and they feel so excited for brekkie because they're kind of choosing what they're eating. So I definitely give that a go. But what do you reckon? Lee, I'll put it down here and I'll bring you in. I feel like I covered up that strawberry, but does that look like your kind of meal? Leave me a thumbs up. Change up this fruit that you use as well. Hey, like use this with frozen raspberries is incredible, but whatever you have on hand. So if it's the middle of summer, why don't you freeze some peaches and freeze some strawberries, freeze bananas, like just chop them up into rounds and use those. But whatever it is, get a honking big spoon and get it in there. And I bet you are going to be so surprised by how full you are after this baby. Alrighty, leave me a thumbs up if you love these kind of recipes and be sure to check out my other ones in the description. And before you go, hit subscribe. And if you know a girlfriend that you think would just love this and their kids would too, be a doll and share this recipe with them. I love that. See you soon.